Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we are updating our videos for Gothitelle. Now if you want to check out some more sets, because there is a little bit of variance you can have with Gothitelle, and I have made another video previously prior to the Isle of Armor update, that there will be a card in the corner of the video right now if you want to go check that out, or at the end of the video if you want to go check that out as well, because it'd be nice if you watch this. So today we've got 3 sets for Gothitelle, 2 generic and 1 dynamax. I'm not using Shadow Tag as the ability just because I typically don't like it too much, but and it's banned in a lot of different places, so I haven't put it on here. But if you do want to use Shadow Tag in any of these, then it can work for you. So for example, if you had, let's say, a fighting type that was banded into a fighter type move and you want to come in and Calm Mind on that, then that is always an option to go for. But the first set we have is a Calm Mind set, setting up our special attack and our special defense. Obviously having relatively okay defense, well no, relatively good defense I should say, relatively okay special attack and really good special defense. Being able to set up that special defense allows you to become tanky on that side, and then setting up the special attack allows you to obviously increase your output in power. Now with every Calm Mind you are setting up your stored power even more. So let's say you go for 2 Calm Minds, you've then got a base 100 power psychic type move with the stored power, which can work very nicely. If you are a little bit concerned about that, you can just always go for the trying to think what it's called, Psychic or Psyshock if you want to as an alternative. That could work quite well for you if you prefer to go that way rather than the stored power. I've put Energy Ball on here for a coverage move that will hit a few more different Pokemon for damage, including rock types for example. And then you've got Thunderbolt, again, coverage move, just hits a few more different types. If you want to go for something along the lines of Nasty Plot, that is definitely an option for you to go for. Instead of the Calm Mind, increasing up your special attack more. If you was going for that kind of set, I'd probably recommend going for a Life Orb instead of Leftovers, but it's up to you what you go for. We've got Frisk as the ability. Now, Frisk allows for you to be able to see the opposing Pokemon's item. Now, that can work quite well for you, or you could go for competitive to increase up your special attack. Both of those abilities generally are really good. The competitive, obviously a little bit more situational, and as soon as someone clocks you have competitive as your ability, they are going to try and make sure that they are not lowering down your stats. So for example, with things like Intimidate, but for the first time it can be really handy. Eevee's gone for max HP and max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Now, Gothitelle could be a good Trick Room user. I don't think I've got a Trick Room set on this, but it could be a good Trick Room user with things like Room Service to lower down its speed, and then like a Quiet Nature possibly to obviously increase up its special attack and lower its speed. But that is an option for you to have a look at into yourself, because something that you can use, definitely go for it. And as I said that, we have actually got a Trick Room set. So on here, this is the idea of setting up a Trick Room. Now, if you wanted to combine the Trick Room with that first set and possibly have a Nasty Plot option, then that would definitely work. You've got Leftovers on here. Now, if you're just setting up the Trick Room, having Leftovers can work quite well because obviously the Trick Room, excuse me, my nose is running. Obviously, with the Leftovers, you'll be able to heal yourself up ever so slightly and allow for yourself to be able to take a few hits to be able to set up Trick Room maybe more than once throughout the battle. We then have Toxic. Now Toxic is really good. It is a transfer only move, so you will have to transfer a Gothitelle with Toxic already. You can always go for Thunder Wave if you want to, although that's a bit risky to go for with the Trick Room, so do definitely be cautious about that. But it can be a good option to run, just in case you can't pull off the Trick Room, so you don't have an unnecessary Pokemon that just has Trick Room on there, and not really an option to do anything else. But if you go for Toxic, Toxic is better in my opinion. Toxic can break down setup sweepers really well, so once you Toxic Pokemon, the setup sweeper either will be limited in the amount of time that it can set up, so it might not be able to sweep your team, or it will have it will set up fully and then not be able to take out your team because it won't have enough time before it has to switch out or faint. So Toxic I find works really well there. We've got Foul Play. Now let's say that you're going against something that's very, very high attack. Foul Play can help you take that out, especially something with Swords Dance, for example, which could be beneficial for you. And then Heal Bell to get rid of any status conditions, so for example burns on your physical Pokemon or any Toxics, for example, or even Thunder Waves. EV's gone for max HP and max special defense with a sassy nature, so more special defense, less speed, and 4 EVs in special defense. Oh, you can read it off. Oh, sorry, in defense there. You can always go for max HP, max defense if you want to on this thing. You don't need to go any investment into attack or special attack because you don't actually have anything, excuse me, that's going to be playing on the attack or the special attack of yourself. Now finally we have a Dynamax set. On here I've put the terrain extender. Now you can always go for something like the choice specs if you want to, and I've gone for the competitive here to allow for you to have that increase in your special attack if you do get a stat lowered. So on here we've got terrain extender. I'll put that with expanding force. So expanding force will turn to max mindstorm when you Dynamax and set up the psychic terrain. Now when the psychic terrain is set up, you will have the option of using expanding force. If you use the choice specs, for example, or a life orb or whatever, you would then use obviously the expanding force 1.5 times damage, which can do a lot to a lot of different Pokemon at that point. We've got energy ball, which is powerful grass type attack. You can set up the max overgrowth if you need it. So for example, if you have I don't know, a colossal in the back that is really weak to earthquakes, obviously that might be something that you could go for. Then Dark Pulse, just good coverage move there. And finally, I put Nasty Plot. Now, Nasty Plot has 2 functions. It allows you to raise up that special attack. So if you're going for the choice specs, you don't go for Nasty Plot. It can make you increase up that special attack quite nicely, or it can have the effect of Max Guard when you Dynamax, so you get 1 free turn where you don't take any damage, which might be helpful in making sure that you live to be able to use those expanding forces. EVs, max HP, max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.